So you're thinking about moving to Cumming, Georgia, and your budget's in the 500s, but you have absolutely no idea what your money will buy. And that's exactly what we're gonna cover in this video. We're gonna take you around, show you a couple of different properties in that price point. That way you can get an idea of the market. We're also gonna give you some insights into what the life and the lifestyle looks like. And we're gonna get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first or your 50th visit to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Atlanta, eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad, well then do me a favor, subscribe below, ring that bell for notifications so you know when we release new content and you can stay up to date on the market. My name's Denny. The team and I get calls each and every day from people just like you and you and you and you and you and you looking to make the move to Atlanta. We absolutely love it. So whether you're moving next week, next year, or anytime in between, call, text, email. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta, or in this case, Cumming. As I mentioned in this video, we're gonna be showing you a couple of properties in the 500 so you can get some insights into the market. In terms of the lifestyle, if you'll look behind me, this is Cherry Street Brewing. This is one of my favorite breweries. I could probably come up here at least every other week, meet some friends, have a beer, play trivia, that kind of stuff. Right behind me, this is Branchwater. This is high-end dining. If you look over here to the left, you've got ice cream, karate, financial planning, offices, restaurants, coffee shops, green space, all that you could want from a live, work, play environment. And if you look right here across the street, we've got the Polo Golf and Country Club. So it's a golf course club, country club community where you can play golf. But in the field right there, they play polo. I coach youth soccer and all my little kids. Right over here, you have Truist Bank. On the other side, you have One Life, so you've got a fitness center. And then right down the street, you've got the YMCA, you've got Vickery Elementary and Middle School. So everything that you could want for yourself, your family, your business, your lifestyle, whether it's right here and walkable and live, work, play, or just living in the vicinity. I used to live right down the street in a neighborhood called Ashbrook. By the way, it's Ashebroke, 2 E's in Ashbrook. The month of December, people drive from hours away to get into that neighborhood. You're talking about 400 or 500 houses all lit up for Christmas. So whether you end up in this area or not, you're definitely gonna wanna visit Ashbrook in the month of December around Christmas if you're into Christmas lights. And with that, let's get out and check out that first property on the tour. On this stop in the 500s, I've actually done a couple of properties in this neighborhood, one in the 500s, and I'm gonna show you the 600s and the 700s. In both cases, the 600 and 700s, it was a non-starter. I just didn't see the value in it. This particular property, I really do like. First of all, it's in a swim tennis community. You've got a playground, a pool, a splash pad, and tennis courts. And then right here, like 20 yards away across the street, you have this beautiful home. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, almost 2,800 square feet. It's got a nice fire pit in the backyard. And while this community was built in 2008, and so was this home, most of them haven't been updated. And this one's had some tasteful, it hasn't been completely gutted and renovated, but it has had some tastefully updated areas over the years. And it looks really, really cute on the inside. So we're in great schools. Here's the property right here. Let me show it to you. Right there. We're in a great school system. We're in close proximity to 400, to the collection, to shopping and dining and eating, to Vickery Village, to Polo Golf and Country Club. Hop on 400. You can get down to Halcyon really easy, even Avalon and Alpharetta. Fowler Park's around the corner. There's multiple access to the Big Creek Greenway. The schools are great. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of value in this. They got a little ahead of themselves. It was actually listed at $598,000, and now it's been drastically reduced to $548,000. And I do believe it's in the right price, and that is a good price at this point. The market will tell what it ultimately sells for. last year where you could throw anything up for any price and it would sell and people would fight over it. Now we're in a more normal market. If it's overpriced and the property's not on point, it's gonna sit. And you'll see price reductions. About 1 in 3 homes are being reduced at this point. And so if it is nice and it is priced right, it still flies. There's still multiple offers, it's still gone in a week. But properties like that that are overpriced, well then either the price or the condition or both is off if it's been sitting for more than a week. But that I think is a good representation and a good option in the 500s here in the Cumming area. Here in Cumming, we are actually in Vickery Downs, which is right across the street from Vickery Village. And so, as you saw in the intro with Polo Golf and Country Club next door, Vickery Village across the street, One Life Fitness, close proximity to the Big Creek Greenway, to Fowler Park, easy to get to 400, shoot over to Halcyon in 10 minutes. The location is fabulous. The schools are second to none, absolutely fabulous schools here in this neighborhood. And so from an area perspective, it's amazing. The neighborhood itself looks like, I'd say, I'm just looking around, I was looking at driving in, you know, I always look to see, are they taking care of their homes? Are they maintaining their lawn? That looks to be the case in this neighborhood. Lots of pride of ownership. And this is actually the property we're talking about right here. And so it was built in 2007. That shows on the inside, you know, it's typically browns and yellows, but you do have open concept hardwood flooring, large master suite, walk-in closet, all of that. And at $580,000, you've got around 2,750 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. And so all the things that I'm just looking up here, it looks like there does need to be some maintenance in terms of the exterior wood trim. Probably needs pressure washing, some trim repair, and a good exterior paint job. That's gonna be, you know, $10,000 give or take, depending on the availability of contractors. Unfortunately, a lot of times the exterior gives you insights into the interior. I have not been inside, I've just seen the pictures. And so I'd wanna make sure that the interior had been maintained well and that anything that needed to be, could or should be addressed from an inspection perspective. But the cosmetic stuff is easy to fix. You can't change the area, you can't change the neighborhood, you can't change the schools or the proximity to all those great things, but you can change some paint and update kitchens and bathrooms. So in the high fives, there is a little room for improvement in this neighborhood. You do have homes going for from the mid fives to the mid sixes. And so that's what 580 looks like here in Cumming. It is a hot July day. I think it's 100 degrees. I'm sweating, got my sunglasses on. It's that time of day. Everybody's getting home from school. I should go jump in the pool. The community amenities are right there. I know because I used to live in this neighborhood. So they got a pool, splash pad, tennis court, basketball court, playground, all that stuff. Actually, that's about 50 yards that way. About 100 yards that way, you actually have an entrance to the Big Creek Greenway. I used to just walk out my door, run over here and hit the Greenway, and it's like 20 miles walking, biking, hiking through the woods. There's access points all over Cumming, Roswell, Alpharetta, but there's one right inside of this neighborhood, which is great. We're gonna be talking about this house right here. It was built in 2005. It's 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 3,158 square feet. And I mean, if you love the colors, you can keep them, but I would say it definitely needs a fresh coat of paint throughout just to give it a little light, bright, airy, more current for a design perspective. It's got a nice private fenced backyard with like a little stone paver section where you can do some outdoor entertaining. The lots in here aren't huge, but the homes are big. The challenge they're gonna have with this particular home is that it was listed at $590,000, it's been reduced to $580,000. That would still be a record. So there's not really any comps to justify the price point. And so I'd say this is more like a mid to low fives, not high fives. And for that, in this market, when they're not priced appropriately or they're not magnificent, they end up sitting. And this one could use a little updating in terms of the paint. Kitchens and bathrooms, they're all original. And so they're not bad, they're just not current in terms of trends and designs, what people would expect in that price point in this area. Hopefully that was helpful and you have a better idea of what your money will buy in the 500s and what the lifestyle looks like here in Cumming. Listen, we appreciate all of our viewers, but if you're getting any value from this, will you do me a favor and subscribe below and ring that bell? That way you get notified when we release new content and you can stay up to date on the market. Speaking of, out of all the things that you saw in the comments, let us know, like, what was your style? What was your favorite? What did you like? What did you not like? We always welcome feedback. And obviously, if you're even remotely thinking about moving to Atlanta, whether it's Cumming or one of the other suburbs, we'd love to be a resource. So whether it's next week, next year, or anytime in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta. And as always, until we see you in person, we'll see you on the next episode.